Jnanakosha, Puranas, Introduction.
सर्गच्च प्रतिसर्गच्च वंशो मन्वन्तराणि च वंशानुचरितं चैव पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्.
Skanda Purana, Brahmakanda. Rameshwar Kshetra. Once Shaunak and few other sages asked Sutaji as to how could a man become free from the bondage of the world. They also inquired whether there was an existence of any such holy place capable of liberating a man from heinous of sin. Sutaji replied, Ramatirth is supreme among all the places of pilgrimage. A mere sight of this holy place is enough to free a man from the bondage of this mortal world. Going on a pilgrimage to Rameshwar gives a virtue similar to what is attained by performing all the yajnas. One who takes a holy dip at Setur, Rameshwar, attains to Vishnu Loka. Merely by sleeping at the seashore of Rameshwar, a man gets absolved of heinous of sins like Brahmahatya. A man is blessed if his remains are consigned to the holy waters at Rameshwar after his death. Scriptures say that 5 types of sins are as grave as the sin of Brahmahatya. One who criticizes sages, a selfish person who cooks food only for himself, one who destroys well laid path, making it difficult for people to tread upon, one who accepts food from a Chandala, and one who sells food grain to a Chandala. But all these just disappears once the sinner reaches Rameshwar. Setubandha. All the sages were curious to know about the holy places in the vicinity of Rameshwar. Sutaji replied, Sri Rama went into exile accompanied by Sita. His consent and his younger brother Lakshmana, Ravan, the demon king who ruled over Lanka, deceitfully abducted Sita. Subsequently, Sri Rama befriended and made friendship with Sugriva and killed Vali, who harbored enmity against him. Sugriva sent monkeys in all directions to find out where Sita had been kept by Ravana. Later on, Sri Rama reached Mahendra Parvat, accompanied by Lakshman, Hanuman, Sugriva, Jambavan, Nal, and many more brave warriors. They stayed for a brief period at Chakratirth, where Vibhishan came to see Sri Ram. Eventually, Vibhishan was nominated the king of all the demons by Sri Ram, to the great displeasure of his brother Ravan. Sri Ram and his army faced an uphill task of reaching Lanka, for they had to cross the ocean, which lay as a great barrier between them and their destination. Samudra revealed to Sri Ram that Nala had divine powers, and whatever he would throw in the ocean would not sink down but keep on floating. Nala tried to check the authenticity of Samudra's statement by throwing a huge rock into the ocean, as he himself was not aware of his powers. To the sheer amazement of everybody present there, the rock started floating on the surface of the ocean instead of sinking down. All the rest of the monkeys tried to emulate Nala's feat by throwing huge rocks into the ocean, and to their own surprise found that the rocks did not sink. This was how a bridge was built and across the ocean, which made it possible for Sri Ram and his army to cross the ocean. Then length of Setu Rameshwar Bandh is 100 yojanas and it is 10 yojana broad. There are many holy places situated on the bridge, prominent among which are Chakratirth, Papa Vinashan Tirth, Sita Sarovar, Mangal Tirth, Amrit Vatika, Brahma Kund, Hanumat Kund, Agatsya Tirtha, Rama Tirtha, Lakshman Tirtha, Jaya Tirtha, Lakshmi Tirtha, Agni Tirtha, Shiva Tirtha, Shankh Tirtha, Yamuna Tirtha, Ganga Tirtha, Koti Tirtha, Manas Tirtha and Dhanush Koti Tirtha. Rameshwar Linga. Describing how Sri Rama had installed Rameshwar Linga, Sutaji said, after killing Ravan, Sri Ram enthroned Vibhishana as the king of Lanka. While returning to Ayodhya, he made a brief stop at Gandhamadhan mountain. Since the thought of having killed a Brahmin, Ravan, kept on tormenting him, he decided to atone for his sins. So he installed the idol of Rameshwar Linga at Rameshwar Setu. Rameshwar Linga is so sacrosanct that all the holy places, sages and ancestors are believed to exist within the temple premise of Maheshwar Linga. Being installed by Sri Rama himself, this particular linga has special significance attached to it. One who goes on a pilgrim to this holy place is certain to attain salvation, even if he were a Malecha. Dharmaranya Kshetra. One sage Vyasa went to meet Yudhishthira, who requested him to describe the significance of Dharmaranya Kshetra. Sage Vyasa replied, O king, once Dharmaraj Yudhishthira did not an austere penance to please Lord Shiva. As usual, Indra became scared because he thought that Dharmaraj was doing penance with the intention of acquiring Indraloka. He and other deities went to seek the help of Lord Brahma, who did not have any clue. So all of them went to Kailash mountain to seek Lord Shiva's help. Since Shiva was aware of Dharma's motive, he explained to the deities that there was nothing to worry about. But Indra was not satisfied, and the thought of losing his kingdom continued to torment him. Indra then instructed a beautiful Apsara named Vardhini to go to the place where Dharma was doing penance and disturb him by corrupting his thoughts. Vardhini went to the place where Dharma was engrossed in his penance and was successful in disturbing him. When Dharma opened his eyes, he found a beautiful Apsara in front of him. Vardhini asked Dharma, O Lord, what is the objective with which you are doing such an austere penance? Being an embodiment of virtuosity yourself, you prevail in the whole world. So in a sense, you already the Lord of the world. What else do you need? Dharma told Vardhani that he was doing penance with the objective of having a divine glimpse of Lord Shiva. Vardhani informed him that Indra was scared of losing his kingdom, and hence he sent her to disturb his penance. Dharma was pleased by her truthfulness and wanted to reward her for that. Vardhani expressed her desire of having her abode in Indraloka for eternity and also of having a place of pilgrimage named on her. Dharma blessed her, after which she returned to Indraloka. Dharma once again engrossed himself in penance. Ultimately, Lord Shiva became pleased and appeared before him. Ask for any boon and it shall be bestowed to you, said Lord Shiva. Dharma replied, O Lord, I want this place to be named after me. I also request you to grace this place by your presence. Lord Shiva blessed him and fulfilled both his wishes. This was how Dharma Kshetra got its name. Subsequently, Lord Shiva appeared in the form of Dharmeshwar Linga in accordance with the second wish of Dharmaraj. After his penance was over, Dharma also had created a holy reservoir over there which is believed to absolve a man of all his sins. Laws of moral values in Kali Yuga. On being asked by Yudhishthira about the lifestyle of people in Kali Yuga, Sage Vyasa replied, there will be a widespread prevalence of sinful deeds and lack of moral values in Kali Yuga. People would become untruthful and would become critical of revered sages. Moral values would decline to such an extent their minds would be preoccupied by nothing else but the thought of sex. In Kali Yuga, women will feel most insecure, and even her near and dear ones would become untrustworthy. Men belonging to their own gotras would try to exploit her. Brahmins would be criticized because of their inappropriate conduct. They would become arrogant, would start trading their knowledge, and would not follow the teachings of the Vedas. Similarly, Kshatriyas would become cowards, and a mere reference of battle would be enough to scare them. Majority of people would indulge in immortal deeds like gambling and consume variety of intoxication. They would always look out for an opportunity to grab others' wealth by deceitful means. Married women would not fulfill their obligation towards their husbands. Cows would give lesser milk and trees would bear fewer fruits. Young girls would become pregnant at the raw age of 11 years. Brahmins, by their conduct, would undermine the importance of holy places and would indulge in excessive eating and drinking. In Kali Yuga, people would not give any importance to caste system. Kings would lose their kingdoms and militias would become the rulers. Treachery, enmity, and disrespect towards elders would become the norms of the day. The significance of Chaturmasya Vrat. Once, on being asked by Narada about the importance of Chaturmasya, Lord Brahma said, Chaturmasya is the period of 4 months during which Lord Vishnu is believed to take rest in Kshetrasagra. So quite naturally, all the oceans, rivers and ponds are believed to attain divinity due to the presence of Lord Vishnu in Kshetrasagra during this period. This is the reason why great importance has been attached to taking holy bath during this period. A devotee who observes austerities related with Lord Vishnu during these 4 months becomes absolved of all his sins. All the deities are believed to dwell within Lord Vishnu during this period. Going on pilgrimage to holy places and taking holy dips in rivers bestows indescribable virtues. A devotee must not forget to perform the rituals of Tarpan after taking his daily bath. He should also observe abstinence and avoid indulging in sensual pleasures during this period of 4 months. There is special significance of making donations during this period, especially donating food grains. Importance of abstinence during Chaturmas. Continuing with the importance of austerities observed during Chaturmas, Lord Brahma said, human beings are bundle of desires and long for worldly things. So there is a great importance of abstinence and forsaking things which one is very fond of. One who relinquishes his most favorite thing during this period gets the same thing in abundance in the next world. A householder who renounces his family life for the sake of his devotion during this period becomes free from the tortures of recurring births and deaths. Similarly, relinquishing the use of chili in one's food during this period perhaps helps him to acquire great fortune. Renouncing silk clothes during this period gives imperishable joy. One should avoid wearing black clothes during this period. Combing and shaving are prohibited during this period. A devotee should worship Lord Vishnu on the auspicious day of Karka Sankranti. Normally, black plums are offered to Lord Vishnu while worshipping. Celibacy is believed to be the best austerity, and anybody who observes it during the period of Chaturmas never experiences sorrow in his life. Rituals pertaining to Shodasha Upachar. Once, on being asked by Narada about the proper methods of performing Shodasha Upachara rituals, Lord Brahma said, in normal circumstances, when Lord Vishnu is worshipped by employing the rituals of Shodopachara, it is considered as tapa. But when the same rituals of Shodopachara are employed to worship Lord Vishnu during Chaturmas, it is considered as Mahatapa. In the same manner, all the austerities that are observed during Chaturmas, attaining greater importance, Lord Brahma then went on to elucidate the proper method of performing the rituals of Shodapachara. A particular Mahasukta of Yajurveda consisting of 16 richas are chanted while worshipping Lord Vishnu. Similarly, richas like Sahasra Kshira Purusha and 15 others are considered to be most appropriate for the worship of Almighty Vishnu. First of all, a devotee should perform the ritual of Nyayas by mentally associating all the 16 richas with the different organs of the body as per the instructions given in the Smritis. The same rituals of Nyayas are then performed on the idol of Lord Vishnu or Shaligrama. After that, an invocation is made to Lord Vishnu by chanting the first richa of Purusha Shukta, Sahasra Shirksha Purusha, with a slight modification by adding Om in the beginning of the mantra. Similarly, Lord Vishnu and other Parshadas should be installed at the place of worshipping by chanting the second richa Purusha Ivadam. With the chanting of the third richa, Lord Vishnu's lotus feet are washed, after which Aradhya is offered with the holy water collected from all the 7 seas and other holy rivers. Subsequently, the ritual of Achaman is performed amidst the chanting of 5th richa. The ritual of ablution is then performed, in which the idol of Lord Vishnu is bathed amidst the chanting of the 6th richa. The idol is adorned with beautiful apparels amidst the chanting of 7th richa. Similarly, a sacred thread is offered to Lord Vishnu amidst the chanting of 8th richa, while sandalwood paste is smeared on the idol amidst the chanting of 9th richa. Subsequently, amidst the chanting of 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th richas, flowers, incense, lighted lamp and Naivedya are offered to the deity respectively. Naivedya should consist of cereals. While performing Arati, the 14th richa should be chanted. A devotee should then circumambulate around the idol amidst the chanting of 15th richa. Imaging himself as an inseparable part of Lord Vishnu, he should meditate amidst the chanting of the 16th richa.